Hi, so welcome, and I'm really happy that you're here to try and engage in this series I'm trying to make and play with. So to start the series, I'm going to start with a sort of theme of what is dance. So hopefully you're here because you are interested in creating dance or dancing or engaging in dance in some way, and that these can somehow be useful as a thought experiment or a practical sort of workshopping. And all of these in this series are intended that you can try along and have a go and in a way practice and learn what your dance is and how you like to dance and create dance. Anyway, so today is what is dance? A very simple but tricky question, one that I think we tend to have to come back to all the time. So whether you are starting, haven't done much dance, or whether you have had a lot of dance experience, this is a great place to start. We're going to work through exercises, so a sort of an assignment. So this first assignment is very easy and there's no, There's no barrier, right? So you can do as much or as little as you wish. You can do it wherever you are in whatever way. Like you choose and make it what you need to do. Hopefully the assignments or the guided prompts, they act as sort of prompts to allow you to engage in your dancing however you want. So this one is very key, very simple. So the first one is to not dance, don't dance. And the idea is to already start this conversation. And I'd like it that you start to engage with what I'm calling and have borrowed as a term, this idea of a felt sense of dance. And felt sense is your bodily or your body's awareness of that concept, like that felt understanding. So if we imagine our felt subjective perception has any knowledge, has an understanding. So we're trying to tune into that. So it's a bit this thing of like, I know whether I am dancing or whether I am not dancing. And that, I would say, is your felt sense. So it's not to do with whether someone tells you that is dance or that is not dance. It has to do more with what you're feeling. And of course, your feeling can be shaped by what people have told you and what society have told you and what you have learnt as sort of like building on your knowledge, your felt knowledge of what a thing is. So it's really hopefully going to the core of that. So it's a simple exercise though. And there's no way of failing or doing it wrong. I want you to do whatever you want. You can walk around, you can sit down, you can lie down, you can leave the room, you can stand still, you can do something else. You can do an activity like make a cup of tea or take a shower. But all the while, I would like you to observe whether those activities start to feel as though they are dancing. So when you raise your arm to turn on the shower, when you walk in a specific way, when you pause in a specific way, how those things are or could be felt as dance. And if you feel as though you are dancing in this just for now, stop doing that and do something else. So keep on trying not to dance. And surely this should be easy. We do it all the time. But we're engaging with this sense of what is dance. What is dance for us, for ourselves? Our personal definition, our felt sense. So pause now and give yourself 10, 15, 20 minutes to give this a go. It doesn't have to be long. Just have a go and see how it feels. Sometimes if we give ourselves, say half an hour, we go past a sense of boredom and we come out and we start to find things after that. So there's no perfect knowing of how long you should do this for. So set yourself either a concrete time, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes and then stick to it, or feel it, have a go, see how it feels, and then come back and we'll continue and we'll try and build off of this felt sense of dance by not dancing. So go away and don't dance. You can pause here. Okay, great. So now, hopefully already we're starting to practice dance. Because in a lot of ways, we all have a relationship to dance. We have a understanding of what dance is. Even if we don't do it, or we don't think we can do it, we know what we can't do. So we have a relationship to an idea of what dancing is. And so in that place that hopefully you were just in, where you are trying not to dance, you are feeling your relationship to what you think is dance, what you feel is dance. Now, I'd like us to do it again. However, this time, I'd like us to linger a little bit longer when those feelings, those senses of dance emerge. So if something starts feeling as though it's dance, we just stay there a little bit longer and observe it. So continue not dancing. When dance occurs, if it occurs, observe what makes it feel like dance. Is it the posture, the energy, the rhythm, the attention, the place, the psychology, the thought? What is it? Is it a history? Is it a position? Is it a vibe? And then just continue. Drop it and go back to not doing anything. So your default is not dancing. So you can do whatever. You can sit in a chair, you can check your emails. And if dance appears, let it appear. Stay with it a bit. Feel it out. See what it needs. So we're starting to include a little bit of curiosity and attention around where in our perception, in our experience, our felt sense, our understanding of dance can reside. So take a few minutes. Doesn't have to be as long. It can be longer if you wish. 10, 15, whatever. 5 minutes, a second, and have a go. And pause the podcast here. Okay, great. Now we're really starting to understand, maybe, or get a feeling for what is dance. And hopefully you're starting to recognize how it doesn't matter too much what you're doing. You are doing this for yourself. It's not for anyone else. It's not for me. I can't see you. You have the opportunity to be with your understanding where you are with your dancing. So now what I'd like you to do is do it again. You can not dance, and then when something feels like it's dance, you can linger there a little bit longer and maybe even start to develop it. Develop that sense, that activity that feels like dance into something else, into a dance. And then see when you're dancing, if there are parts or if there are things, if there are types of that dance that start to no longer feel like dance, that don't dance. And play from each side now of this, the edge of your feeling of dance. So you can come from the feeling of dancing towards it being not dance, and from not dancing towards it being dance. So now you could even do things which you know to feel like dance, and then try to ask the question, when does it not feel like dance? Like, where is that edge? Is it a lack of energy? Is it a lack of commitment? Is it a lack of front, like where you're facing? Is it a lack of rhythm? Is there a need for music? Is there a need for groove? Is there a need for fluidity? Stop and pause. So now we're really trying to expand a little bit what is causing our feeling of dance. So if you need music, put music on. And then see what happens or where not dancing can emerge when you have music on. And if it's really the music that is giving you that feeling of dance, or if you can feel you're not dancing when there's music playing, and what the difference is. So we're really trying to map and understand the territory that we're in, and really give this some time. Really try and experiment. And this is something I want to encourage throughout this series, is this possibility to start to develop your own knowledge through experimentation, through your own research and play and curiosity and creativity into what it is you're doing and how you're doing it, and to develop tools, practices, ways of doing that. So now approach dance and not dancing from either side, and in whatever activity you want. Lying down, sleeping, playing music, running, whatever. Play with where dance is, and take as long as you need. You can always come back to this, do it again, do it again, do it again. That is what practice is. So pause here, go away, give that a go, and then we'll continue. Okay, great. If you've managed to do even just a little bit of this, you've already started to engage in this question of what is dance? What is dance for you? What is dance? What does dance feel like? And that is ultimately the main question we are always having to answer when we make dances, when we are dancing. And it can be as thought, as sort of in our heads, so to speak, as it is now, and as in our bodies. Just letting us follow the groove, follow the rhythm, follow that dance, follow that sense. It can be in our bodies as well. And hopefully you're also noticing where those knowledges are situated and arise. So we've done 3 assignment exercises. Now I'd like to try something different, where I'm just going to guide a little bit through a reflective dance. And you're already doing everything that you need to do by just engaging, just being in relationship to these prompts is already enough. So there's no right, there's no wrong. Do and take this as you wish. So I'd like to invite you to maybe close your eyes if you feel comfortable and just observe. Remember the sensations, maybe any rhythms, any energy, any tension, curiosity, any resistance, any play that you remember and where it was in the body. You can maybe tune into that felt sense of dance and where it is now, where it resides. Is it in your toes? Is it in your ears and your eyes and your face? Is it in the shifts of weight that you have maybe between your feet or on the bottom of the chair or in your back, in your shoulders? Is it micro? Or can you start to feel those senses of dance by extending, by reaching, by feeling the edge of your body, or slowing down, or feeling a flow, a continuation, or feeling stops and starts, rhythmical changes, tensions of shift. Reflect on the journey that the body has been going through, where you have not danced, where you have been dancing, observing, lingering. And while we're here in this reflective self-observation, can we imagine dances we've seen, qualities, energies, pictures, styles, rhythms, and see how they emerge in our history, in our knowledge, and perhaps even in our body, how we feel the memory of those movements. Even if we've not done them ourselves, how do we feel them existing in us, having watched them or experienced them somehow from outside? Great. And now we can open our eyes. And you can take this or leave it, but hopefully you are able to follow and feel that a little bit. That dance isn't just about copying steps and following instructions. It's a knowledge that you create and a curiosity that you follow in your body, in your life, in your world, right? So to reflect and just take a moment to think and to just see what we've been through, what we've experienced. What qualities of movement or attention did you notice? What is dance to you right now, in this body, in this moment, in this place? What ideas about dance feel useful and which feel limiting? Great. So that's the first session, episode. We can remember that dance is close. It's not something that is far away. It's always near us, right? It's just a feeling, a shift of attention, perhaps. Or it's a type of guidance, like these prompts that I'm giving, these assignments or this guide. There's no right or wrong. There is only your felt sense. It is truly your own material and knowledge. But it's something that we can practice and we can continue with and journey with. So I hope you continue with me. The next session, we're going to explore space and self and how that changes our awareness of dancing and our dance. And hopefully this series will continue and you can follow along too. I'd imagine you can probably drop in, drop out, do what you need. One of the hardest things of practicing dance is finding the motivation to do it and to try. So hopefully this is just one more tool in your toolbox, in your dancing journey. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again. Hi, thanks for listening. If you can support the podcast, please go to paypal.me/dancepeter. I'm just looking for a little bit of funding to help support the cost of the hosting. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much.